Before captaining the Running Eagles to its first CRC championship in 2016, Nicole Strasko was setting the single-game rebound record as a forward on Central College's basketball team.
Yeah.
She picked up rugby while studying chiropractic at Life, breaking out as a star with bone-crunching tackles, ironically, at the 2015 CRC. A year later, she scored 2 tries in the finals to help Life win their first CRC. She went on to play for both the 7s and the 15s national teams, and in 2022, Strasko won the inaugural Premier Sevens Championship with the headliners, ending the first ever season of professional women's rugby in America with a title. Let's hear it for Nicole Strasko.
Wow, what an honor. First, thank you to John and Patty for launching this special and highly competitive Collegiate Rugby Championship back in 2010. You didn't just build a tournament, you built a legacy. Being inducted into the Hall of Fame now in its second year is truly humbling. To my 2016 Life University team, what a ride. Winning our first CRC title was a moment I'll never forget. Thank you for trusting me as your captain, for the sweat, the grit, and 3 game dance parties, and for proving that a team can really become a family. To Coach Rosalind Chow, you believed in us, pushed us, and sometimes scared us just enough to keep us on our toes. You're still out there dominating, now with Brown, and I'm cheering you on to take the title again this year. Thank you for building not only the sport for young women, but also wholesome people in society. Life University gave me so much, an incredible rugby experience and a profession that keeps me healthy, which is key because baby toddlers do not care if you're tired. To the staff and organizers and the behind-the-scenes heroes, thank you. This tournament doesn't just showcase rugby, it showcases heart. And finally, to my 13-month-old son, Marteus, being your mom has made me tougher, more patient, and surprisingly good at dodging flying sippy cups. You are my biggest inspiration. Thank you all. Let's keep honoring the game and the community that makes it great.
Guys, give it up for Nicole. I want to ask you, you talked about that team you won a championship with. When you look back, what memories come up of adversity that you got through that brought you guys so close together as a team?
That's a good question. I think adversity just in the game and going through practices together really brought us together on the field and off the field. Off the field, it was really something that is important in order to gel more on the field. So I just remember the end of that last game and seeing the fans so proud, and it was just a happy moment.
And you talked about motherhood too. He's right here with you. Man, where do you see the future, if we talk about that, for rugby in general and specifically for women in rugby?
Well, it's already soaring phenomenally with great coaches and people who stay in the game by refereeing. There's more female referees. There's more female coaches. I know there's even female coaches coaching men. And it's just earning more respect and growing the sport.
Mic drop. Guys, give it up for Nicole. Congratulations.
Next up with our legends is Thretton Palamo. At 19, he was selected to Team USA for the 2007 Rugby World Cup, at the time becoming the youngest player in World Cup history. Palamo played professionally in the French top 14 with Biarritz before enrolling at Utah in 2009. His freshman year, he led the Utes to the title of the first ever Collegiate Rugby Championship in 2010, scoring 2 tries in the overtime win over Cal in the final. Palamo finished his intercollegiate athletic career as a scholarship member of the football team before returning to international rugby upon graduation. Palamo represented his country in both 7s and 15s and played professionally in France, England, Wales, and domestically in Major League Rugby, retiring from Old Glory, who plays here. Let's hear it for Thretton Palamo.
I just want to thank CRCs, the platform you guys have put here for all of us, all of these young kids. It's a huge thing. It gives everyone an opportunity to play, potentially overseas, have a career, and you guys are doing awesome. So thank you for giving me that platform. Really appreciate it. Also want to thank my university, Utah, for one, it's accepting me, and then obviously just building the program that we have. Still have there. And last thing, I just want to thank my family and my friends for everything. So they were the support that I needed to keep going. Because rugby can be a lonely place sometimes. And those are my rocks over there. So thank you.
I want to stick with that too. You mentioned your family. Can you walk people through your origin with rugby, how you learned from your family, and how you got your start?
My dad and my brothers, they both played. All three of them played for Samoa. So I was just kind of, rugby ball was in my hands before I could walk. Really, it was just, you knew the rules and you could pass left and right, you're doing all right. So yeah, that's how it started.
And now what's the secret? You're a coach now. What would you go back and tell your younger self who is still playing?
Oh, that you're an idiot and you don't know everything. And team rugby is always going to be better than individual rugby because that's what this sport is. If you want to play individual, you can go do some boxing or something else. So.
All right, guys, give it up for Threats. Congratulations.
Thretton Palamo, a Hall of Fame player on the pitch and a Hall of Fame human being off the pitch. Next up, A.K. Pedrazza. Each of A.K. Pedrazza's first 3 years at Lindenwood, the Lions finished second at the CRC. Her senior year, the Redlands, California native delivered an MVP performance to lead the program to its first ever CRC championship. Lindenwood would go on to win 4 straight, and Pedrazza would go on to play for the United States national team in 15s, making her international debut at scrum half in 2017 against Canada.
Thanks so much.
She earned her first start against the Canadians just 4 days later. And in 2022, Pedrazza won the inaugural Premier Sevens Rugby Championship with the headliners and teammate and fellow inductee Nicole Strasko, and ending the first ever season of professional women's rugby in America with that title. Let's hear it for A.K. Pedrazza.
First, I want to thank David B. for taking care of me. Thank you, CRCs and Collegiate Rugby, for making this possible. Thank you, Pat, Randy, for putting this together. I want to thank the person who threw my name in the ring for this honor. Whoever you are, thank you so much. Of course, thanks to my mom and my dad, my sisters, and my sister and brother. Without my parents, I couldn't play without working to survive. My brother for teaching me how to swing a bat, my sister for being there for me. My 2 great teammates who showed up here, and friends for being here. Coaches Robbie Herrera, Billy Nicholas, and Richie Walker. Without them, they changed my life. My teammates for trusting in me and for, of course, putting up with me. And remember, the girls that gave me strength and confidence to support them. I only ever wanted to do great things with all you. When I stepped on the field for CRC, I felt empowered, and that's one of the things that sports should be all about. I'll remember this for the rest of my life. Thanks.
Congrats. AK, congrats. Empowerment. What does rugby mean to you, and how did it change your life?
I guess rugby means like friendship, and I think just kind of proving yourself to the world. And empowerment, same thing, I guess. But rugby changed my life. It changed the trajectory from, I guess, graduating and just working, I got to travel everywhere that I wouldn't have been able to travel without the sport. So it's kind of shaped who I am today.
And we talk about championships, all these big wins, but is there one memory of yours that stands out, that tops them all?
There's a lot. I mean, I was under Billy Nicholas, and I had really, really great teammates. If I name one, I have to name them all, so I won't name one. But I guess just like, honestly, all of the CRC's championships, the one mentioned my senior year, it was really great. It was a great moment.
And what did that feel like for you to click in and be like that MVP caliber performance? What did that feel like for you personally?
It didn't feel real. I was looking at all my other teammates, and I'm like, why me? So it was a good moment, and it's one of the very proudest moments of my life. So, yeah.
Well, congrats. Hopefully this adds to it. Guys, give it up for AK. Congrats.
Well done, AK. Next up, the first coach to win back-to-back CRC titles, Alex Magleby, was also the first coach inducted into the CRC Hall of Fame. Before winning the 2011 and 2012 titles with his alma mater, he debuted for the Sevens national team as a player his senior year at Dartmouth. He played in a Sevens World Cup and earned 8 caps in 15s. On the back of consecutive CRC victories, Magleby was named head coach of the Sevens national team in 2013, leading the Eagles to what was then their best ever finish on the World Rugby Sevens Series. In 2014, he moved into managing the Sevens national teams, leading them to the 2016 Rio Olympics as general manager. In 2018, he co-founded the back-to-back Major League Rugby champion New England Free Jacks. Let's hear it from Mr. Alex Magleby.
Thank you, Matt. Big thank you to my former teammate, David Fee, who's been a chaperone all weekend for me. I really appreciate it, bud. Friends, family, it's an absolute honor to stand here today. Deeply grateful to be included in this great sporting event, Rugby Championship, CRC. First and foremost, a big shout out. Thank you. Rest in peace to Mr. John Prusmack and his vision for this event, where countless number of young up-and-comers have gone on to national team glory and carrying the torch forward at Olympics. Thank you for Patty for continued support of this tremendous event. Thank you to Pat Clifton, Jeremy Treese, and NCR for continuing to carry this forward and make it so special. 144 teams here today. It's absolutely incredible. They all get a chance to play on the national stage and become better people because of it. Well done, NCR. To my Dartmouth Rugby family, spanning generations, thank you. They're always a very, very special place in my heart for the wonderful humans that I got to coach while at Dartmouth. I got to share some very exceptional experiences with a few years there, 2010 to 2012, with people like Nate Brakely, who've gone on to be tremendous ambassadors for the sport with the national team. Won the last year with Madison Hughes, who led a US Sevens team to a number 2 finish in the world, which is absolutely incredible on the Sevens series. To the Downer twins, Jarvis, Fishy, Phil, the list goes on, of good people who taught me so much about controlling the controllables, moving forward as best you possibly can, and just working your tail off. And finally, to my rock, Dr. Brooke McLaughlin, while navigating while she was putting herself through med school, taking care of our dog. I was on the road 3/4 of the year. Snow was falling through the roof, and yet she was always an immense support for me. And my fiercest advocate, and the coach of coaches. Love you, B. Love you, Piper, Char, and Jamesy, very much. Congratulations to my fellow inductees, AK Threats, Kevon, Nicole. Tremendous part of this with you. To all the coaches out there, keep working the alchemy. We have a great sport with tremendous values and it really can teach people to create a better world. And I think we really need that right now. Keep working on that alpha meet, keep grinding, so we can share this with more people. Thank you, everybody. The CRC is, more than just a championship. Become an awesome community. It's an opportunity, and it's a catalyst to take the game forward. I'm just really appreciative to be a part of it. Thank you.
So you talk about alchemy and how great this sport is. As someone who's working in the business side of it, what would you want to tell potential investors?
Yeah, I think what our sport does very well is bringing it together. And it probably does it more efficiently than most other things. It's the rules of the game, it's the values of the game. And if we keep focusing on that, as we've seen in our experience, we're going to continue to see that growth. And that's been a big work on for us at Free Jacks. I know some of our partners in the MLR to continue to drive that forward.
And one more, you've got family looking on, but you also have Dartmouth. I know you shouted them out before, but what's something you would want to tell them that you wish you knew when you were in their shoes?
It goes fast. It goes all too fast. Keep grinding. Keep taking care of your teammates. This goes for all the teams here. And really good things will happen.
Well, thank you so much. Congratulations and enjoy it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mr. Alex Magleby, let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen. And then last up, but certainly not least, the man that wears an S under his shirt, Kavun Williams, 10 years after rising to stardom in the small college D3 division of the CRC, the former New Mexico Highlands wide receiver, captained Team USA at the 2024 Paris Olympics. Williams amassed nearly 1,000 receiving yards for the Cowboys in his final season of football in 2012, picking up the sport in which he'd become a two-time Olympian the next semester. He led New Mexico Highlands to a second-place finish at the 2014 CRC, earning him RugbyToday.com's College Sevens Player of the Year honors before winning back-to-back national championships.
This is a little humble walkout, you guys. No. Just whenever you're ready.
Williams debuted for the Sevens national team at the 2016 Dubai Sevens, won back-to-back cup titles at the USA Sevens in Las Vegas, represented his country at the 2018 Rugby World Cup Sevens in San Francisco, and played in
He's
both
got like
Tokyo
3 more minutes of
2020
stuff to get
and
through.
Paris 2024, while appearing in more than 50 tournaments. A remarkable man and player, Kevon Williams.
So I just kind of want to start off and say thank you. I always start off with thank you, God. The first person I want to thank is my wife, Marissa. She actually came with me to the first CRC we ever had. We actually had our honeymoon on that trip. So this tournament means the world to me. This is where I kind of got seen, and I'm starting to be able to make my stride. I want to thank my parents. I want to thank the New Mexico Highlands, Batos, all my coaches through all grades, Mike Friday, Chris Brown, Phil Greeny, all my teammates. I wouldn't here without them. Everybody here, all the athletes, just know that people are watching. People are watching your every move, whether they're in the building or they're watching on the screen. They're looking for the next athlete. They're looking for the next Nia Tapper, or they're looking for the next Kevon Williams, Thretton. They're looking for athletes. So come out here, give your best effort. Thank you.
Congrats. I want to stick with that too, because so many athletes are listening to this and they're grinding. You know what that grind is like. So many people here know that. What would you tell them, the people who are going out there every day and hustling for big dreams?
I just say continue to grind, and if you put in the work, it'll happen. People are looking. I know for a fact that people are looking. And that's about it. You just got to drive. You got to work.
It's easy. It's very easy.
It's not easy.
Okay, and then also, you're an Olympian, but you spent time talking about family and talking about this very tournament. What is it that makes it so special?
I think this tournament is special because this tournament looks out for everyone. You know, when we were playing back then, it wasn't a tournament out there for all the small schools. And so for a small school to be able to come and play on a global stage for an American global stage, it means a lot. You know, we walk amongst the Cals, the Arizonas, the Dartmouths, and it means a lot to us because although we're not playing them, we feel like we're still in that realm. So it means a lot.
Well, congrats, Kevon. Enjoy it. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, give it up once again for all the inductees and for them being here and all their families watching.